actually had a couple of near misses with some other books that Jennifer had pitched that weren't quite right for the market or weren't quite right for our program at the time. But again, I always knew I wanted desperately to work on a paranormal YA of hers. And so she said, I have this book and I wrote it a while ago and I just kind of let it sit because the market didn't seem right for gargoyles because everybody, of course, wanted vampires. So she never did it. She wrote it and then she kind of put it away and let it sit, but it never left her mind. So when I told her I really want to see a paranormal from you, her agent called me and said, well, guess what? We have one. We had a deal 2 weeks later.
I don't approach designing a cover for teen differently than I do any of my other covers. I approach each project based on the needs of that book, that project. Every story is equal to me. We knew we had a couple of genres we wanted to address, which is of course the paranormal, the romantic. I immediately started thinking about how we could maybe be a little different, just subtly different than what's out there, both in not only in print forms of the genre, but also TV and movies. One of the things that was very intriguing as we began the design process was the idea of using light instead of dark.
So we're really excited with this new series from Jennifer because she's really diving into an area that is going to be really familiar to readers, but not necessarily something that they've seen before. So the whole playing with the gargoyles and demons idea, we've been able to really develop a fun and entertaining series. So having gargoyles and demons allows us to sort of play up those aspects. Jennifer's done an incredible job writing the series, and it will be something that with those types of characters, readers will be familiar with, but at the same time, it's still new.
There's a whole sea in this genre, both for teen and for adult fiction, of black covers with shots of red and hints of white. Very, very dramatic, but it gets repetitive over time. So it was intriguing to think about the idea of doing something that just went the opposite direction, just technically went the opposite direction. There's something that is right about that as well from the storytelling point of view, because in any of these stories, the big primal thing is this battle between good and evil, between dark and light. Let's talk about the light. Let's talk about something that transforms the characters beyond their circumstances, something that is maybe more pure.